this is my workstation right here. Yesterday afternoon we got pretty busy, but this morning... At the moment I've got a pretty easy job. Sit here and wait for guys to come with the beans. In the meantime, I'm looking at boats right now for my gold mining adventures. Thinking I need to get a little inflatable boat with a motor on it so I can get into some territory that I've never got before. I still wouldn't say that harvest has kicked off yet. Anyhow, we got a tractor up there coming in right now, 2 trailer wagons. So when he rolls in, I come over here and I fire up the pit, and that's the pit. The secret to this job is getting him lined up right so you don't make a mess in here. Another load of beans done. Hey, what's up guys? Well, we made it to another weekend. This is probably the last free weekend that I'm going to have in a while. As you can see, the corn is still in the field back there. We haven't got real busy at work, so they've been keeping me busy by doing odd jobs and stuff like that. Burning the trash. But there have been a couple busy days. I was pretty much hired to run the bean dump, sit inside the station all day, or stand inside the station all day and fire up the pit, turn on the leg, and open up the wagon wheels or crank the handles to unload the hopper wagons. These are the nice ones. They're automatic. Just gotta hit a button, no cranking. And that's my job. Just gotta keep the pit running and keep it running good. But like I said, we haven't been real busy yet because the weather around here has been really crazy. Usually this time of year, last year, the farmers were already done, probably had their equipment in the sheds and getting ready to store everything for winter. So anyway, it is the weekend here, and like I said, it's probably going to be the last free weekend that I have in a while. So today, what I'm going to do is I ordered some parts off Amazon for the van. I'll show you what I got. So as you can see, my hydraulic lifts have gone out. So what I got here, there's one and there's the other one. So I haven't really looked at it too closely yet, but have to look at that and figure out how these things are attached. Maybe even watch a YouTube video on it. And hey, I might even make my own YouTube video on how to install gas shocks on a rear hatch for the Astro van. So we're gonna get that taken care of today. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pull some gold mining equipment out. See guys, the problem I got right now is I have too much stuff to take with me when I go gold mining. I want to take my 4-inch dredge and I want to take my 5-inch dredge with me. I would like to have them both, but let's face it, the 4-inch dredge is going to be a lot easier to haul around, and there are some advantages about it. We'll go back here and take a little look at it. So anyway, there's my 4-inch dredge right there. It's my home built box. Should work out just fine. But what I like about this unit is right here, you can see right down there, I've got legs for it, so I can run it as a high banker. I'm going to end up building some framework, and I'm going to float that box right there with the engine and a pump, and I'm going to float it on some inner tubes. So if I need to get out in the water and go dredging, or if I want to set it up on the bank and do some high banking, I also have that option as well. My 5-inch dredge, I like it, but the downfall is it takes up a lot more space just because the box is a lot bigger. I thought about redesigning my van, and beware guys, this thing is a mess right now. I need to get the cover back on. I had this thing all apart messing with the exhaust. You guys have watched my last video, you already know all about that, but here, watch this. It's actually pretty quiet right now. There's no exhaust leak, which I can't quite figure out. I was driving to work, and halfway to work, it just stopped leaking. How does your exhaust leak stop on its own? Nothing ever fixes itself, so I don't get it. My only conclusion to this is that maybe the gaskets that I put on, maybe they needed some heat to get sealed up. Maybe they sealed up tighter. I'm not gonna argue with it, guys. If it's not leaking anymore and there's no big exhaust leak coming out of it, and it's been like that for the last week, it's held true, I'm gonna go ahead and take it and call it a win. So what am I going to do with my day off work? Well, I'm actually going to get some of my gold mining equipment out. And here's the thing that I'm debating. Well, the first thing I have to do with my day off work is I need to fix my rear hatch back here. We'll see how long that takes. Shouldn't take too long, but I've learned to not say that before I take a job on. However, it looks to be pretty simple. So I've got to pop this off, and pretty much same back here, and then I got to take that piece off right here, and that piece right there threads into this. And I'm going to go ahead and put the camera down, guys. I'm not going to do any recording on this. I'm just going to get both hands involved in the project and get her done hopefully pretty quick. Man, that's nice. So I bought these off Amazon and saved about 40 bucks. I saw on AutoZone they wanted, well, about 40 bucks more for both of them, and I got 2 of them for $17 on Amazon. So if you have to replace these on your Astro van or any other vehicle that you got, you might want to shop around. Now maybe the other ones would last longer, but hey, I figured for $17, I'm gonna go ahead and take a chance on them. And sometimes parts are just overpriced, so it definitely pays to shop around. And it definitely feels good to have that fixed, because that's something I really don't like having to do, is find a piece of wood, or in that case a boat oar, because that's the worst thing, is when your hands are full and then you're trying to put something in the back of the van. You got to find something to prop the back of the van up with. Anyhow, every weekend I try to do something to my van to make it a little bit better. Of course, hopefully I run out of things to do soon and I've got everything done. The alternator is kind of giving me fits right now. We got the lights fading in and out, that bad alternator. And so I'm gonna have to buy a new alternator. The funny thing is, as I mentioned before, it's a brand new one on there, but it's a brand new piece of crap one. So I'm gonna have to replace that. I bought it as a spare, and here's the one that came off the van originally, and then I put my brand new spare on there, and the brand new spare turned out to be junk. Go figure. All right, guys, that is the video. If you're new here and you made it this far in the video, please consider smashing the subscribe button. I think you'll like the journey that we're going on here. And thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. I just can't stop doing that.